The skies over Israel turned into a deadly battleground in the early hours of June 16, 2025, when Iran launched one of the largest ballistic missile attacks in history. Air raid sirens blared over Tel Aviv, Haifa, and Petah Tikva as dozens of Iranian missiles streaked across the night, some hitting residential buildings, oil refineries, and power lines. The explosion sent plumes of black smoke into the air as terrified residents ran for cover. At least 2 Israelis were killed in the first wave of attacks. Rescuers tried to pull survivors from the rubble of collapsed buildings. In Tehran, the situation was equally chaotic. An Israeli retaliatory strike hit Iran's state-run television station while it was on air. The broadcast was cut off as dust and debris flew into the studio. Host Sahar Imami barely had time to react before fleeing as the building was engulfed in flames. Meanwhile, Iran's Revolutionary Guards boasted of a new method of penetrating Israel's air defenses, overwhelming them with coordinated attacks from multiple directions. The conflict has escalated into a full-scale air war, with both sides attacking each other in a potentially catastrophic regional situation. Iran's ballistic missile program is actually the largest in the Middle East. It's estimated that there are over 3,000 missiles capable of reaching targets all across the region. Now these weapons, they're not just, crude terror tools. They're becoming increasingly precise, fast, and deadly, designed specifically to penetrate advanced defense systems like Israel's Iron Dome, David's Sling, and Arrow. Ballistic missiles follow a high, parabolic trajectory, flying vertically before crashing back to Earth at hypersonic speeds. Maklim Plus, Iranian missiles are categorized by their range. For example, short-range ballistic missiles, or SRBMs, like the Fateh 110 with a range of 300 kilometers, and the Zulfiqar with 700 kilometers, are used for rapid strikes against short-range targets. Then you have medium-range ballistic missiles, or MRBMs, such as the Siahab-3 at 1,300 kilometers, Sajil at 2,000 kilometers, and Khorramshahr also at 2,000 kilometers. These are capable of reaching all of Israel from deep inside Iran. After being launched, these missiles actually reach the edge of outer space, then re-enter the atmosphere at incredible speeds, often exceeding 6,000 kilometers per hour, which makes interception extremely difficult. And, some Iranian missiles like the hypersonic Fateh Mach-13 can even maneuver in mid-flight to avoid anti-missile systems. Io. So in the June 16th attack, Iran launched missiles from multiple locations, including western Iran. The Kermanshah missile base targeted the Haifa oil refinery, which is, Israel's key economic hub. Central Iran's underground silos near Tehran hit downtown Tel Aviv, sparking mass panic. From southern Iran, coastal launch sites fired anti-ship missiles at Israeli naval positions. This multi-pronged attack forced Israeli air defenses to split their focus, and as a result, some missiles penetrated. At least 24 Israelis have been killed since the conflict began, proving that Iranian missiles can and do cause real damage. Iran has invested heavily in guidance systems, reducing the circular error probable, or CEP, which is a measure of accuracy, to less than 50 meters for some missiles, such as the Fateh 313. Decoys and radar jamming technology are also used to confuse interception systems. Solid-fueled missiles like the Sajil-2 allow for rapid launch without a lengthy refueling process, making preemptive strikes much more difficult. On the other hand, liquid-fueled missiles such as the Khorramshahr can carry 1,500-kilogram warheads, which is enough to destroy entire city blocks. Iran's ballistic missile attacks on Israel really marked a turning point in modern warfare, showing that even foreign powers can challenge high-tech militaries with the right volume and strategy. Although Israeli defenses intercepted many of the missiles, some did get through, indicating an improvement in Iran's speed, precision, and tactical innovation. As the conflict rages on, one thing is clear: ballistic missiles are no longer just a deterrent. They're now a game-changer on the battlefield, and the new Iran just showed the world how deadly they can be. Just to be clear, this content is created solely for educational and informational purposes. It's intended to provide insights based on credible sources, verified data, and careful analysis. Our goal is to foster a deeper understanding of modern military technology and current events, not to promote or support any form of propaganda, conflict, or political agenda. We strongly oppose the spread of misinformation and fake news. Every bit of information presented here has been carefully sourced from reliable and publicly available references. We encourage viewers to approach these topics with critical thinking and respect for all parties involved, really keeping the focus on sharing knowledge and open discussion.